So Scorpio, if you had any triggers this past weekend, it was probably due to Venus being square Chiron. So the good news is that at the end of July, Venus will be trine Chiron. So whatever triggers might have come up for you at the beginning of the month, there'll be healing that'll be allowed when we get to that trine at the end of the month. So let's take a look at what that means for you. We're going to do within, without, and advice. So on the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual union. On the top of deck, within, sacral chakra, number 2 card. And this was a 2 over here as well. Interesting. Without, positive movement forward. And advice, base chakra, grounding. Yeah, Scorpio, I think that might be a good idea for you. Very good idea. Let's take a look at tarot. We'll look at within. The feeling that I get from these cards is that I think some of the things that you've had come through that have triggered you are not, well, you're not a lot of people know about it, of course, because you're Scorpio and you don't tell tales. So I think moving forward, put these back in. But I think moving forward, grounding. I feel like grounding is going to be the answer. But let's take a look. Bottom of the deck. See, figured it was going to come out. Uranus. Now, this is in Taurus, which is your opposite sign. So this will be affecting you. And the 2 cards that kind of jumped out for the top of the reading, sacral chakra, Queen of Swords, being independent. And I feel like she is a very private, independent woman. And then you have the Ace of Wands, a very inventive idea, right? What goes on inside, that fire that doesn't go out, right? Really. Queen of Wands, that focus. So that focus is right here. And to me, that's so much your energy, you know, that Scorpio, to me, even though it's a water sign, it is ruled by Mars. Mars will be conjuncting Uranus. So you are going to get that feel to that. And then you're going to have just unexpected things happening. I mean, because it's going to affect your house when that happens, and that's July 15th. So that's another little layer to add into what's been going on for you. So let's take a look at without. So we looked at within. Let's look at without, positive movement forward. Judgment, right? This is a crossroads. What have you always wanted to do? What are your dreams going forward? Now, Scorpio can imagine many things. And I'm interested to see what you're going to move towards, because I think that Mars-Uranus conjunction is going to be something that propels you in a very fast way forward. 9 of Cups. Wish granted. Wish granted. So very much definitely positive movement forward. So I think within, without, outwardly, pretty good. 5 of Cups, disappointment. But would you give up that easily? I mean, you are a fixed sign. I wouldn't think you'd give up that easily. I notice that there's 3 cups that are spilled, 1 that she's tipping with her foot that's creating magic, and this huge bowl of magic behind her. and a path to her next destination. So I always look at this card as, they say, oh, it's disappointment, it's like the death card. And I'm like in the minor arcana, and I'm like, I always think that the problem is only that she is not focused on the right things, that she is, the Two of Cups being the cups that are remaining, that's a possible relationship. That path is another place to explore, right? I think that the pathway is, you're going to have to look for it a little bit. I mean, so let's see what advice. I want to shuffle here for advice. Advice. No, too many cards. I didn't see them, but too many cards. Sometimes they just want to get in different order. Spiritual union. This crossroads. Okay. Advice. Three of Pentacles. Working with others for your creativity. Base chakra. I feel like that's part of your getting the grounded energy. For Two of Swords, you're not going to know the answer to whatever road that you take. And I believe that something that's meant for you will come back to you. So let's see what else we have coming through. Magician. So there's very strong creative energy here. Very, very, very strong creative energy. So the sacral chakra, your personal inner energy, independent, fire always burning. What is your focus? I think you need to get focused. Positive movement forward. Crossroads energy, right? Any dream is possible. Nine of Cups. And that's just the joy of the moment. And yes, it's possible. The dream that you had is possible. But I don't think it's going to be down the road that you expected. I think you're going to go on a different path to get there. And so under base chakra, I think that is about having grounding. With that strong Uranus-Mars energy that's going to be conjunct, I think you will need to have very good grounding in order not to get overwhelmed with all that energy that's going to be coming forward for you. And I think a great thing to do is working with others. And those connections that you make with other people, networking can help move you forward onto your dream path. And I think you still doubt yourself, but it's like, what is your next step? Are you going to have people whispering in your ear? Yes, probably. But, you've got Pluto energy as well as Mars energy. So I think that you could probably, I always get the impression when I'm talking to Scorpio that it's like, Scorpio meets up with Pluto and it's like nodding acquaintance, like, how's it going? Right. And so I don't think that this is anything that would concern you that much, just because the only thing would be because your fixed energy is getting you out of your normal routine. And this energy of the Gemini magician is about utilizing all of your talents. And sometimes it's time that needs to be put into place to make alchemy happen. You add all the ingredients and then they end up being greater than the sum of their parts, as they say. So I'm going to see if I can get any other advice. I really, really do think that you're going to have a strong middle of July, just because it's that July 15th is that energy. So whatever might have come up for you, what is the advice? What is the advice? 3 cards. Be in that receiving mode. I think that you've done the dreaming part, you've been focusing on it, and now you're just waiting for it to come in. And this can also be a card of travel. Let's take a look here. Endings bring new beginnings. This is very much like the Pluto card where, something has to end, something has to leave in order to make room for something bigger and better to come in. It's a new pathway. It's a different pathway than what you thought it was going to be. And then it's doing the work. Carry water, chop wood. But it's the work that you love, right? I like this energy. I do. I think that there's a lot of positive things going forward. And, I think for you to keep things, it's not really saying share that with everybody. It's more like be grounded in what's going on with you. I know that you're very secretive. I'm not saying that you need to let everybody know your innermost thoughts, but, focus on what's going on with you. Think about it and also do that grounding, so that you don't get overwhelmed with, that electrical current that's going to be hitting Scorpio. So let's take the Shaman's Dream Oracle and see what are their final advice. I do like it, but you'll have to look down a different pathway to get to your dream. I think you're going to get to your dream, but I think it's not down the pathway that you expect. Crossroads. There's more than one road. That's what I think. Okay. Card for Scorpio. Card for Scorpio. I feel like it's this one right here. Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. It's a 6 card. It's a 6 card. Okay. Boy, the number 6 this year has just been everywhere. Busyness. The Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. Creativity. The Cosmic Womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued with love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment as your curiosity is piqued. You're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realms. So I like that spark of divine and all your dreams. I like this energy for you moving forward. And I don't think you have to give up. You don't really have to tell anybody what your secret desire is. You can just go out and work for it. I think you can work with that. Bye, Scorpio. See you soon.